movies that we've watched over the years and on TV and home video and stuff have sort of played tricks with our head a bit about what we expect out of love.
It's true that movies have become a way we describe how we love one another now, and they've sort of upped our expectations about things, or we say to each other, it's like Fatal Attraction. They become adjectives, just like music. So I think that it's a remarkable thing to actually make a movie about love in the movies.
It puts forward the idea that there is a destiny, a romantic destiny for us, that somewhere out there's our perfect partner. Do you believe that?
Yes, I do, and I think that people secretly, a lot of times, have that as an operative thing in their life, that somehow, somewhere, someday they're going to meet the perfect person, and they've been out there all along. It's just, what'll be the circumstances?
And there's one of these standard scenes in your picture where the mother says to the daughter, "You'll know when it happens."
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, it's a very elusive thing. Like we've been talking about all morning. It's really why I think love is such a compelling topic, because no one is really able to describe it perfectly. We've been trying for centuries to say what it is in a lot of different ways with movies and art and music, and it's indefinable something. How do you feel like you've known somebody before, or whatever it is, you don't know. It just is what it is. Magic.
Apparently you made this movie with a 3-month-old baby.
Yeah.
Jack was 3 months when you started. How in the world did you pull that off?
Well, I only worked half the time, so that was easy. I didn't have the kind of schedule that I usually have, but it was hard, I kind of went home every day and hung with the guy, which was great, and he came and hung with me. So it was I didn't know how it was going to be, obviously, because he was my first baby, and I wanted to make sure I kept working, and it's always a negotiation to try and figure out how to do it right.
Was it intimidating when you first read the script and seeing how explicit it was? It must have been a little freaky.
Not when I first read the script. I loved it, and I actually I guess I think that it's used as a metaphor in this movie, because the movie's really about intimacy, and the erotic scenes are really, I think they're fantastic, because they're very frank and they're not coy, and there's something really great about that. I don't know. We watched a lot of classic movies, classic sex scenes in movies, and learned a lot from them.
It's still pretty tough to get comfortable.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's interesting to talk about that, but not really. I think that the movie's about so many other more interesting things, and it's not a thriller. It's a detective story, and it's a container for ideas that are, it's Jane observing what the grieving process is. She's talking about, she's sort of redefining romantic mythology. She's observing heartbreak and what it really means for someone to reach out from inside themselves and connect with somebody else. So,
and about, I guess, how women see relationships as well. We've got this fantasy, I think, about...
Yeah, it doesn't work either. Most people, not just women, are in a frustrated relationship to the idea of happily ever after.
Do you think that exists?
It's a myth, and it doesn't... And believe me, I've done plenty of characters who perpetuate that myth. But it's cool when you look at the shadow aspect of that and see, I think a lot of people are frustrated by the fact that hasn't come along,